Hi, my name is Brianna Brown and I'm EDM310 at the University of South Alabama. Today we're going to learn the basics of using a Smartboard. To turn on a Smartboard, there's a power button either at the bottom left hand or right hand corner of the Smartboard. So we're going to turn it on and wait until it turns green. Okay, once the Smartboard is on, we're going to have to calibrate it by pressing these two buttons, the keyboard button and the mouse button, at the same time. Once those are pressed, you're going to have to make sure to press each target that appears on the screen. To begin, we're going to come over here and we're going to press the Smart Notebook. First thing we're going to do is learn how to work with text. You can work with text two ways, either using the keyboard or pens. To use the keyboard, you're going to press the keyboard button at the bottom of the screen, and you can type in whatever you want. So we're just going to say, hi. You can enlarge the text, or you can minimize it using whatever you want. And then you can also flip the words around if you so desire. And then you come over here to this button in the right hand corner and you can delete it. Also, if you wanted to use one of the pens, you would just pick the pens up. You want to make sure that this button over here has moved from the cursor to the pens, and then you just write whatever it is that you want to say. And then you put the pen down, make sure the button has moved back to the cursor. To delete hi, you're going to highlight it, and then there's an X over here at the top, and you can just get rid of it like that. Alright, that's how you work with text. Alright, the next thing we'll learn how to do is work with objects. To work with objects, you're going to come up to the top, and there's an object button. Let's say we wanted to work with a square. You're just going to click the square, and then draw the square that you want. To fill it, there's a bucket here, and you can fill what other color you want. We're just going to go with black, and we're going to fill it. If I'm teaching my class about shapes, I might want to write the word square over here. And then I'll come to my square and I'll cover the actual word. Then I can come over here to Object Animation and I can choose to fade out. And it will fade out when the object is clicked. And this way, when the object is clicked, it will fade out. And that way, this class will see that an actual square is called a square. Then to delete, we'll just highlight all of it and come up here to the top and press the X. Next, we're going to do infinite cloning. So let's say I'll come over here and I want this star. And then I'll draw a star. Click it and you'll come over here to this right-hand button and do infinite cloner. Then you just pull out as many stars as you want to. To delete all of them, we'll highlight the entire page, and you can come up to the top and press your X. Your original star is going to remain, so you'll have to click it, and you'll have to come over here and make sure that the infinite cloner box is unchecked, and then you can delete it. Okay, so if I wanted to work with multimedia images, I would come over here to the left-hand corner of my Smartboard, and I would click here. And I would come to Interactive and Multimedia. And let's say I wanted to work with a abacus, and I would pull it over. Here, this could help teach the children place value. I can enter the place value that I wanted, and the abacus would move up and down in whatever format I wanted. Then to get rid of it, I would just press the X up top. Let's say that I needed to show the student something on the internet. I can do so by coming to the very bottom of the Smartboard and click the internet. For example, we're going to go to our EDM blog. So I would go and click EDM. It has previously been. Also, with the Smartboard, I can scroll up and down. And an advantage is that I can mark on it. So I would take a pen, and if I needed them to pay specific attention to something, I would highlight or I would star, and the students can know to pay specific attention to that material. Then I would come over here to something called the Smart Ink, and I would capture the page. And then I would come back to my Smartboard notebook, and the page that I captured is here. Then I would come over to the Save button, and the material that I wanted to save is here, and I would just put in whatever name I wanted and then save it. And that's the basics of working with the Smartboard. Thank you.